Win or lose, it doesn't matter. The mindset to make winning inevitable, that you have to evolve, adapt, emerge into your brain, your life, every aspect, every realm, is the fact that you're just playing the game to play the game. You're not playing to win. You're not playing to lose. You're playing because you genuinely enjoy playing. The only person you're trying to outcompete is yourself, is you yesterday, is you today, and be better than him tomorrow. I want you guys to think of two people. On the left side hand, you have somebody that is motivated, that is just driven by results. He's just driven by winning. He's always comparing himself. Then you have somebody on the right hand side that literally just lives for this shit, bro. Why? Because he has nothing better to do. He was born for this. This is his fucking destiny. He just enjoys playing. And because he has immersed himself so deep, because he's gotten to that point where he doesn't even care if he wins or fucking loses, he wins by default. Because he's going to outperform you every single time. And that is the point that you have to get yourself to make winning inevitable. Boys, I want you to think of some of the biggest entrepreneurs in this world, some of the best athletes in this world, bro. They're just playing to play. They're just training to train. They're just working to work. Because that is what they do. And as a default, as a byproduct of that, they fucking win championships. They build the biggest companies. Think of Cristiano Ronaldo. Think of Elon Musk, bro. If these guys were only playing to win, they would have fucking stopped a long time ago, don't you think? They're playing to play. They're playing to build. You know, there was so much of my life where I thought I was truly just chasing freedom. Where, you know, hey, I want to wake up and be able to do whatever the fuck. And it wasn't until recently, and this kind of, I've realized this over the last year of my life, where I was never after the fucking freedom, bro. Because in freedom is there boredom, is there really nothing for you, especially as a young man. You have so much potential, so much testosterone. You have so much that you can do. You can always be doing fucking more, that you truly never want freedom. Because what happens in freedom, bro? Think about it. When you have free time, what do? You go do like the enjoyable stuff, right? After the work's done, you go hang out with the boys, smoke hookah with the boys. You go party, whatever the fuck, right? What happens in those times? You're not getting better. You're not making money. A lot of the times it's the opposite of that, right? In freedom, do you almost start to decay? Do you almost start to put yourself in the cycle of again of like just wasted time, wasted potential, wasted efforts, wasted energy? And so as this past year of my life has come, it's like, bro, believe me, I don't think you're after the fucking freedom. We're playing the game to play. And so we want to play as much as possible because we enjoy playing. And with that, it's like we want to build the biggest empire that has ever been made, that has ever been seen. And there is no limit on how big the empire can actually be. And the empire, if it's continuously growing and you know that there is no end to it, you're always going to be stacking the bricks. You're always going to be looking to continuously build it, right? And so there's an analogy actually that I heard a while ago, or a little story. And it's like, dude, the man that enjoys walking will walk further than the man that enjoys the destination, or something along those lines. Where essentially the one guy that's walking, bro, he's gonna walk to the destination. But the guy that genuinely enjoys walking, he's gonna walk as far as possible. And that's exactly what I'm getting at, bro. Be the guy that just enjoys walking because he has nothing else to do, bro. This is your purpose. You are so young. You are so hungry. Your potential is unlimited. You have so much that you are capable of. You wouldn't even believe it yourself. 99% of the time, bro, the limits that you have, the limits that you've put on yourself, the limits that the reasons you can't go and do what you want, the reason you haven't achieved already what you want is because you've put those limits on yourself, bro. If you only knew how much fucking shit that you could do, your mind would truly be blown, brother. Blown. There's I was thinking of this yesterday actually, where these past 2 weeks I've kind of been going to the gym twice a day. And there have been certain days, about 3 days into the week, 4 days into the week, where I'm like, dude, I don't know what to hit anymore. I've hit everything almost twice this week, and we're barely on Wednesday. Still got the whole week left. Or I was thinking in the fact of like, there's so many people that will shit on you. There's so many people that are going to talk shit on you, bro. Either way, when you want to be an exceptional, extraordinary human being, right? Or you'd be like, oh, you go to the gym 2 times a day? Like, who the fuck does that, right? And it's the fat fucks in the corner. And it's like, okay, well, if you have somebody, bro, or this is the way you got to think about it. This is how I think about it, okay? People will give themselves reasons to play video games, to watch an extra episode, to have another dessert, or do something in their life for fun, maybe in a day. Just think of like a video game, for example. It's the best one I was thinking of when I was brainstorming this. It was like, okay, I know some people that'll wake up in the morning and play video games, and then they'll do it again at night, when they have some more free time. So they'll wake up, play for like 2 hours, and then they'll play again sometime in the day for another 2-4 hours, maybe even more than that, right? And it's like people will always justify the things that they want to justify. And so it's like, okay, so you'll justify a reason for you to play video games, to eat bad, to watch another movie, watch another show, to keep feeding the bullshit life that you actually don't want to live. But you will never justify or find reasons to do more work, to improve more, to hit another gym session for the fucking day, right? Or another way of thinking, and what I've heard a lot of dudes say is like, oh, you need to recover, bro. Recovery is important. Dog, you're fucking in your mid-20s, bro. Recovery is important. You could go off of like 1 hour of sleep and 23 hours straight of work. 7 days a fucking week, if no sleep. 9 times out of 10, you do not need to recover as much as you think you do. And so it's like, you have to get to that point with this mindset where you are looking for reasons to and not looking for reasons not to. Start to put these things in your mind and justify your reasons to wanting to endlessly do more, and not the opposite of that. Like, I remember multiple times in my life, bro, or even with my brother, where, and this is why it's so important that you have to continuously train yourself with this, because this doesn't just happen, bro. It's like, this is all evolvement. It's not like you just wake up one day and you've adapted certain things. It's like, no, it's the continuous implementation and the continuous getting better. It's always how it is with anything, really. And it's like, okay, whenever I wanted to hit the gym twice in a day before, or something along those lines, right? Or have to go do something essentially that we used to think negatively about, but the only things that were actually going to benefit us, automatically your brain goes into this mode of thinking of the reasons not to do it. You're always going to be biased by yourself. It's almost like your brain is playing against you. And it's not until you swing that fucking pendulum, bro, from the left side to the right side, from the bad side to the good side, from the negative side to the positive side, where it's like, okay, now whenever you think of doing the hard, you've trained yourself to think in the way of, I need more reasons to do the hard, right? I always like to say, even when most people nowadays, you'll share your ideas with some people, or people will want to start a business, and the first thing they automatically think of is reasons, like the bad things that could happen instead of the good things, right? It's like, bro, you haven't even fucking started yet, and you're already trying to justify reasons as to like why you shouldn't, and you have nothing to lose. And so all of that, boys, can help you adapt this mindset of really just playing to play, bro. Just playing to play. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, if you don't get to that point where you genuinely enjoy playing the game, there's people that are going to outcompete you. And I always like to say, at some points and in life, you realize that you don't really need to compare yourself, because if you just focus on getting better, ultimately you can achieve and you can go on to do amazing, amazing things. But in comparison, will you also see what other people are doing and realize and be in the mindset of I need to do more, and that you're not doing enough. And what do those things do? They add more fuel to the fire. They add more urgency. They add more I'm not good enough. And what does all that negative do for you? It adds positive into your life because it pushes you more, right? But that will only work if you're playing the game to play the game. And honestly, even in the beginning, it doesn't matter, bro. If you're playing right now to win, that's fine. Because we all start for the wrong reasons. But those who stay for the right reasons, right? I remember when I first started hitting the gym, I was literally only hitting the gym because, well, there were multiple reasons. So the main reason is I wanted to build discipline. And it was like, okay, if I read this quote once. It says, if you can build discipline in one aspect of or area of your life, it'll transfer over into the other areas. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to build discipline here, and hopefully that'll transfer into everything else that I'm doing, my business, sticking to rules, all that stuff, right? But on top of that, I was like, I wanna get more bitches. I wanna be more attractive so I can get more girls, right? All of that stuff. And it's like, I mean, was that the best way of thinking? No. And let's just eliminate the other reasons. Say it was just, hey, I'm getting in the gym to get more girls, right? Let's just say I started with that. And that's the only reason, essentially, that I'm looking to do this. That's my win. It's like, is it the best reason? Is it the best way of thinking? No. But is it still better than not going to the gym? It's like, of course, right? And so a lot of the times, bro, even the reasoning, even the thinking of, okay, I'm just playing to win, it doesn't really matter in the beginning. Because the beginning is the hardest part, but it's those who stay, right? So you might start for the wrong reasons, but eventually you'll keep going for the right reasons, because you won't keep going if you're not doing it for the right reasons. You won't keep going if your reasons for playing the game aren't big enough. And that's why most entrepreneurs fail, because they quit, because their reason for pushing, their reason for playing the game isn't big enough, isn't holding them down enough. It's not bigger than themselves even a lot of the time. So it's like you have to put yourself in that mind of like, I'm playing to play, bro. I got nothing else to do. I have nothing else to do but play this game. I enjoy fucking playing this game. And I'm gonna play until the empire is so big that it fucking casts shadows on every other empire out there, right? And that's ultimately the things that will keep you going, bro, boys, and make winning inevitable. Hopefully you guys took something valuable from this video. Love you guys as always, and I will see you boys in the next video.